Most people think winning an argument means proving they're right. But here's the uncomfortable truth. The moment you start arguing, you've already lost something. Not the argument, your control. Because every argument begins the same way, not with logic, but with ego. Let me be brutally honest. Most arguments are just conversations between two people who are not listening. They're waiting for their turn to speak, waiting to prove a point, waiting to win. And that's the trap. Because when winning becomes the goal, truth becomes irrelevant. Pause for a second. Think about your last argument. Did you really want to understand the other person? Or were you just trying to prove that you were right? Because your brain doesn't care about truth as much as you think. It cares about identity. The moment someone disagrees with you, your brain treats it like an attack, not on your idea, but on you. Your beliefs, your opinions, your sense of self, they all feel threatened. And once that happens, you stop thinking, you start defending. This is ego defense, and once ego enters the conversation, truth quietly walks out. This is why arguments rarely lead to understanding. They lead to escalation. Voices get louder, words get sharper, and both sides walk away more convinced they were right. But here's where it gets dangerous. Every time you argue like this, you train your brain to react instead of reflect. You become addicted to being right, and slowly you lose the ability to observe. Now, let's go deeper. There's something called the Dunning-Kruger effect. It means people who know less often feel more certain, while people who understand deeply see how much they don't know. So what happens? The loudest person in the room often has the least awareness, and the most intelligent person is usually quiet, not because they're weak, but because they recognize something most people don't. The moment you start arguing, you've already accepted the other person's level. You stepped into their frame. You're now playing their game. And here's the truth about that game. It has no winners. Even if you win the argument, you lose something else: respect, connection, peace. Because nobody likes being corrected. Nobody enjoys feeling small. So instead of respecting you, they resist you. And over time, they distance themselves from you. This is how relationships slowly break, not through one big conflict, but through hundreds of small arguments, each one creating more distance, more tension, more silence. And here's something most people never realize. Arguing doesn't just affect your relationships, it shapes your personality. You become reactive, defensive, restless, constantly trying to prove something. But the smartest people don't play this game, because they ask a question most people never ask. Is this even worth my energy? Not every conversation deserves your attention. Not every opinion deserves your response. Not every person deserves your explanation. And once you understand that, everything changes. You stop reacting. You start choosing. You choose when to speak. You choose when to stay silent. You choose what deserves your energy. And that's real power. Because control is not about controlling others. It's about controlling yourself. Think about it. The strongest person in the room is not the loudest one. It's the one who doesn't need to prove anything. The one who stays calm while everyone else loses control. The one who can walk away without needing to win. Because they understand something deeper. You cannot change someone who is committed to misunderstanding you. No amount of logic can fix a closed mind. No amount of explanation can break ego. So why waste your energy? Sometimes silence is not weakness, it's strategy. Sometimes walking away is not losing, It's choosing peace over chaos. And sometimes the most intelligent thing you can do is nothing. Let them talk. Let them believe they're right. Let them stay where they are. You don't have to join them. Because here's the final realization. You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. Every disagreement gives you a choice: react or rise above, prove or preserve your peace. And the smartest people choose peace, not because they're afraid to argue, but because they've outgrown the need to.